All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what could potentially be the last game of the night as Team SlayerS is poised to finish off Team Arena here with yet another win. They have won, I believe, 2 or 3 in a row so far. Their bounty is up to 200 or 300. They have been ridiculous in Team Arena. Here it is, man. We have Team SlayerS Golden, who is on the verge of getting an all-kill if he can defeat this last player from alternate attacks. Here's Golden in the bottom left-hand corner of the map is Xel'Naga Fortress. His opponent is alternate attacks Delphi. And pressure is on the line right now, don't get me wrong. He has got the weight of the world on his shoulders right now, not only to defeat this impending all-kill and reverse it, but also to go all the way, go the distance, and go for the reverse all-kill. He's got to defeat SlayerS Golden, and then he's got to defeat the plethora of Terran players that are just stacked to the maximum. So honestly, pressure on him, not saying anything else, but good luck, man.
Well, at least Delphi's got HD's vote of confidence. I'm sure he's quite excited about our opinion of his success here.
That's my opinion. What's your opinion, man?
I mean, it's gonna be tough. That is
deals
for sure.
Yeah.
And it looks like both players opening up here with a relatively quick pool. No gas from Golden though.
Well,
so it looks like he's gonna drop a hatch.
Well, on this map, I certainly favored going for quick speedlings into banelings. You know, it's a wide map. It's not as wide as, say, the previous CVZ that we just saw. So lings and blings are going to be a little bit more effective on this map. It's a smaller map. It's always going to be close spawn because it's a 3-player map. So Zerglings and banelings are going to be extra effective. Now, having said that, Golden still hasn't made a gas yet, which I'm a little intrigued about, because he opened up with pull first, and now he's getting the gas, so a little bit later. So his speedlings, his banelings are going to be later than alternate attacks' Delphi.
Yeah, he's going to have more drones, and he's going to have more minerals, obviously.
Right.
But interesting. I
think that's going to leave him vulnerable, man.
Oh, he's actually circumventing the lings, and he's going to run by and go straight for the main. I really like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a really solid maneuver on his part. He might be able to pick off the queen. He might be able to kill some drones here. And he's also forcing Delphi to build additional drones. So,
and there's a spine crawler going up in the main, so he's well protected from this harass. And so at this point, the ball's in Delphi's court to defend this and not take too many drone hits, and I think he's going to be able to do it. You know, they're just kind of posturing right now, playing the back and forth cat and mouse game. But the real damage, the real explosion comes when these guys come into play. The Baneling morphs from the Zergling, and it is an explosive unit. If it can get inside the drone line, if it can even detonate on Zerglings, it can certainly turn the tide of war for this game.
Yes, Banelings most certainly do explode. And they are big and green, and they do evolve from Zerglings, and they're making their way into Golden's base right now. And he does have a second...
He has a second explosion from
second spine crawler coming out. And most of his mineral line has some pretty good coverage.
Golden having an opportunity here to run in. Now, this is a little
Go back
dangerous.
To the main.
Oh my god, the Baneling's going after the drones, but a great split from Golden, I think.
Yeah.
Minimizing that damage. He's only lost 2 drones so far. Oh, great detonation, and that's exactly what Delphi needs to get back in this game. But you know, the funny thing is, every single game we've casted so far, Golden has been behind in the beginning, and he's been able to pull out of it, so I'm not counting Golden out yet, man.
Yeah, Golden, and he also has those 2 spine crawlers up right now, so his defense is on point, and he's only down by 4 drones right now, but he's only at 7. His income is so low right now.
Right.
And he's also invested those 2 extra drones in the spine crawlers, the extra 200 there. So yeah, I mean, Delphi looking pretty good right now. He's in a good spot.
So was Goody, though.
Yeah, Goody was as well.
And I think in the last game, so was... well, gosh, I already forgot who it was. Let me pull that up. In the last game, so was Dark Force.
Oh, Dark Force.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. It's hard to say that Golden is behind because, yes, he's behind, but I feel like, you know, he's the type of player that... He's a clutch player, you know? He has clutch factor in him. Yeah. And he's able to pull back even when he's behind. So, you know, it's these intangibles that you can't really speak of in a player. Some players have a lot of APM. Some players have great builds, like Thorzane. Some players have that intangible clutch factor, like Boxer, like Golden. He's able to come back and get the win.
Yeah, I like that. Sheth is another player who's actually extremely clutch. I've seen him get down, way down and out. I wouldn't say Golden's medal has really been tested yet. He hasn't been super far behind.
Right, I'm just saying based off this series.
Yeah, we're talking 4 drones here. He lost to Hatch on Antigua, but like, man, you watch some Sheth games.
Yeah,
like his Fight Club. He is insane, man. He is insane. I mean, he can just be so far behind, and I'll count him out of the game, and I'll think he's done. Like, he'll lose 20 drones, and he'll be down 20 drones to 45 SCVs, and he somehow finds a way to bring himself back into games that you just would not. You write him off, and somehow he does it. I don't know. It's weird.
It's pretty insane.
He's good at it, man.
It's a bigger feat than certainly being down by 5 drones.
It's true.
But give credit where credit's due. I mean, losing your hatchery in the early game is such a big setback. And losing 5 drones in a ZDC is pretty big.
I don't know if we can assign his intangibles yet and put him on the level of like boxer clutch factor.
Hey man, I'm just the draft scout, right? I'm just picking players out.
Golden's on your fantasy league.
Yeah, he's in my
first pick.
There it is, man.
We need to do an in-office fantasy.
For StarCraft.
For StarCraft, man.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be way cool.
All right, well, we have some Zerglings running around the map here. Great spine crawler placement from Golden, and one thing I want to call to your guys' attention is Golden is now ahead in drones and ahead in supply. I don't know how he does it. I guess some of that is related to the fact that Delphi went for a hatchery, but still, man, he pulled back in this game despite being behind in drones in the early game.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
He had those 3 spine crawlers up, so he was probably feeling pretty safe to drone up for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Had a nice little defensive position there.
Now, the thing here is there's a Zergling in the back for Golden, so he knows about this hatchery coming up. And what does he do? He decides to hatch later. So he's going to play a macro game here against his opponent from ATN, against Delphi.
Yeah, Roachhorn coming down for Delphi. No Roachhorn just yet for Golden.
I think Golden has...
He does not.
Oh, he does not have a Roachhorn, excuse me. So Delphi going to go for Roaches. And Golden going to opt to play Ling Bling here. So interesting.
There we go. He just got his Roachhorn, finally. There we go. He's got those 3 spine crawlers out in front of the natural, too.
Oh, the Lings! Great reaction right there. Pulling him at the last second. That was very, very close.
Surprised he wasn't trying to clone on those lone banelings.
It's pretty hard to clone when there's a spine crawler at the front.
That is true.
That's why a lot of Zergs will kind of throw that crawler at the front.
That is true.
And we do have Delphi putting up, Golden putting up his crawlers now, and both players really getting economical now. One Zergling, he was able to clone it on the Baneling. Nice.
There it is.
I don't think he was cloning. I think he was running for a scout, and the Baneling wasn't
just auto-moving
around. Yeah. 29 drones now to 20, so that drone deficit continues to mount up for ATN Delphi. He's falling behind further and further.
Yeah, but Delphi does have quite a few roaches out right now, and some additional banelings.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He could try and hit a timing push here.
I don't know, man. 6 roaches now coming out for Golden.
Yep.
This is really interesting. The fact that Golden,
and it looks like Delphi's trying to make his move here. He's following it up with a ton of lings. He is going to try and hit a timing push here, and I think that Golden's going to be able to hold it. I don't know if this is the right idea on his part at all.
I think so. I mean,
I feel like Golden's going to have more than enough to hold on here.
And at the same time, some Zerglings allowed to run inside his main. They get a full scout. And 2 going to the back. He's going to make those into Banelings, and I love it when Zergs do that. If you've got Zerglings inside,
he didn't even
disguise the Banelings. He did not see it, and those Banelings could be crucial.
He didn't even see it. That was such a slick little break-off right there.
Yeah.
That was really slick. And he picks off a few banelings right there.
Those banelings are walking in.
Oh, God.
Those banelings are walking in, and oh!
There it is.
6 drones going down. The workers' kill count now tied up. Delphi still doesn't even know about it, man.
I mean, he is busy trying to attack the front door. He's trying to make things happen on the opposite end of the map, and all of a sudden 2 banelings just pop up in the middle of his mineral line. Bringing the deficit now even more, 29 to 18, so... Delphi certainly has his work cut out for him here. It looks to me like Golden has the superior army. He's getting upgrades. He's getting his layer. He has more drones. He's won all the major engagements after that initial setback.
Yeah.
I mean, Delphi's got to make something happen here. He's either got to drone up hard or...
is about to get the all-kill, man.
You think so?
I
wouldn't say all that just yet.
I mean, he is looking really good right now. He's at 75 over 67. Like you said, it's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle for Delphi to win this entire series. To get back in this game and win the whole series, It's going to be quite difficult.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, now both players getting up to lair with Golden just a tick ahead, in fact, way ahead. So his roach speed is going to be done considerably faster, and that's pretty major. When you have roach speed earlier than your opponent, you can get +2 missile earlier than your opponent. You know, your tech, your economy, everything going in your favor. It's going to be even more weight on Delphi's shoulders to get back in the game.
Scouting once again with a speedling, and I love how Golden continues to do that. Keep tabs on exactly what Delphi's up to, get an army size. It's a hallmark of a very experienced ZVZ player. Delphi has not been scouting as much with Lynx, not really keeping tabs on the size of the army, and I feel like that's something that's so important in ZVZ, is keeping tabs on how large your opponent's army is, because people oftentimes in ZVZ will try and hide their army and hide a ton of units and then do a monster push, and you won't see it coming. It's just really important to stay active with your scouting and keep tabs on your opponent at all times, especially in ZVZ.
I couldn't agree with you
It's
more.
important in every matchup. But
And that's where the Overseer and the Overlord placement really comes into play. Seeing the upgrades for the enemy roaches, and seeing how big your opponent's army really is. It's important, like you said, because the other dynamic in ZVZ is, of course, Zergs like to drone up, and ZVZ is no different. You like to drone up a lot, but when you're playing against your mirror matchup, you have to know when your opponent's droning or when he's not. And, keeping tabs of that is very important. Now, we do have a move out from Golden. He's moving out with a crap ton of roaches. They have finished +1 missile. They are about to finish speed. Great timing here. And like I said before, Delphi is behind in speed. His upgrades are far, far behind right now. And he just might die here to this push. I don't know. He's got a lot of roaches.
He's trying to get Baneling speed as well, and I don't know if he has enough roaches, to be honest. I mean, additional roaches coming in now. Nice micro right there, avoiding some of those Baneling hits. But I think that Golden can afford to... Oh, and he's got reinforcements streaming in here. Oh, he's going to be forced to pull back for now.
Interesting.
So
+1
Delphi
weapons.
does hold there.
+1 weapons for Golden, unable to break the 0-0 roaches. I think that came down to the spine crawlers, the queens, and the quick reinforcement time.
Defensive posture as well.
Yeah, for Delphi and defensive posture. So +1 weapons, unable to break it there, but he is going to commit to another wave here as he's got more roaches coming. And I don't know, this second wave could be what does Delphi in, because Delphi still hasn't gotten his +1 missile yet, whereas SlayerS Golden is getting his +2, and Burrow, so his upgrades are just skyrocketing ahead of his opponent.
Well, yeah, he's definitely got the tech advantage. The only real tech advantage that Delphi has right now is that he has speed Banelings, but going up against roaches, I mean, that's definitely not what you want. And I think that Golden is going to win this confrontation here in mid. He definitely has more roaches, and he is just continuing to stream roaches in towards Delphi's base. Little does Delphi know that Golden has snuck a third all the while, and he is just now starting to get that saturated. Actually, really focusing on gas at his third. He's getting his 5th and 6th gases up immediately, so Infestor's on the way for him. And yeah, he's just ahead in every regard. He's ahead in tech, he's ahead in upgrades, he's ahead on drones, he's killed more units of Delphi's, way ahead on drones.
I hate to say it, but it's like looking at a Masters player versus a Diamond player right now.
I wouldn't say all that.
In terms of how far ahead he is in economy tech.
He's very ahead, but there's reasons for it. He's
absolutely
played a really good game.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how Delphi's going to recover here. It looks like he's just going to try and hit one really big timing push here with roaches and speed banes, which gives him the possibility for a victory here. But that counterattack of roaches from Golden, brilliant, is going to kill all the drones. And oh my god, he's actually going to pull back.
I don't agree with that at all.
Oh wow.
He should just go for the all-in at this point. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's sending all of his army in. The Banes are fungled.
All the Banes get fungled right there.
Devastating.
Couldn't have been any better.
No, the Banelings are stuck behind the roaches now. They're not going to hit their marks.
Oh dear god. This is not looking good for Delphi at all. Meanwhile, he has these roaches back at his natural, and this push coming from Golden is looking awful menacing. The all-kill could be in the works here. I think he might actually have it with this push.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's got it, and so here it is, roaches and roaches. Golden just needs to outfight these roaches. He's got +2 missile. Delphi's still at 0-0. He's got an infestor and a couple infestors in the back as well, and he's going to launch a massive fungal growth. He smacks all of those roaches in the face. green goo slobbering over their foreheads.
Great
Delphi
work
runs for
from
it.
Golden.
That's
and
it.
I think that's going to be it.
That's it. Delphi has got to retreat. He's got to call the GG.
There it is.
There it is.